real estate business. And it sounds cliche, but I don't have any real estate to sell. It really is a people business. And I'm not trying to make you feel warm and fuzzy. I'm telling you, if you cannot communicate properly with people, if you can't sort of put yourself in their shoes, you're not going to make it in real estate. It is a people business. You have to be able to communicate on their level within this industry. They have questions, they have concerns, many of which they have not presented to you. You don't know what their questions are. You don't know what their concerns are until you sort of pull it out of them a little bit. In fact, I wrote an article about a month ago called Talk a Good Game that was listed in the MTAR's newsletter. The best way to ensure a successful closing is for everyone to know what's going on. So who are some of the people involved with a real estate transaction? How many players do you have just to get a home closed? 15 to 20? Okay. I don't think that's a bad guess. You got the buyers, you got the sellers, you got the buyer and seller agents, you got the title company, you got the appraiser. Who else is involved? The lender. Yeah, I can't forget the lender. Underwriters within the lender. Yeah.
Appraisers, you have inspectors.
Appraisers, home inspectors. So all these people, and people, we've got to know what's going on. According to the Code of Ethics, realtors owe duties to clients, the general public, and to other realtors. I think y'all studied that on the first day of orientation, perhaps. Let's break that down and look at that individually. Client etiquette. Does anybody want to take a guess at what the #1 complaint the NAR hotline has received through the years? NAR, not the state, not track. NAR has a hotline, a 1-800 hotline number that you can call and make a complaint against another realtor. Does anybody want to hazard a guess specifically what the complaint is and what side it's on? Yes, ma'am.
Realtors not returning phone calls.
Realtors not returning phone calls. Yes, but it's actually a little bit more broad than that. Believe it or not. Communication. It's on the listing side, more so. It's that, hey, someone came out and he or she took my listing and I never heard back from them again. Ever. It's the #1 complaint. And even worse than that is maybe you never hear back, maybe that seller never hears back from the listing agent until when? Get an offer to close, that's nice, but what if it doesn't? If you don't get a contract? Time to renew. Or maybe a day or two after it's time to relist. Oops. How would you feel if you were in that sort of predicament? And how many of y'all have ever been in that sort of, oh, okay, wow, you want to think about it? No, her hand goes straight up. Yeah. So, may I ask you, how did that make you feel? You were in that incident before you became a realtor. So, what went through your mind?
I thought it was rude.
Rude?
And very uncaring.
Uncaring.
Lazy.
Pardon?
Lazy.
Yeah.
Lazy?
Agents just want a listing to let someone else sell it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, what are some of the stereotypes that the general public has about realtors anyway?
Take money for nothing.
Wow. Take money for nothing. What else?
We don't earn our money.
We don't earn our money. What's the stereotypes? You know, that we'll take a listing, maybe throw it up on the MLS, and we just kind of sit back, drop our feet up on the table, and wait for the phone to ring. Right? That we're out playing golf with doctors, lawyers, and engineers. Anybody play a round of golf this week? That's the perception that a lot of people in the general public have. Now, what's the truth? What's the reality of that? What are we doing? You get a listing. What are you doing for that next week? Marketing? How so?
Putting on the
Or the Putting it in the MLS and then sitting back and waiting for the phone to ring. No.
You're reaching out to other brokers, letting them know that you've got all those things that they're good, they may have funds or they're trying to get them out.
Face-to-face talk, letter, emails, promoting it within your office, open house, marketing what? Marketing campaign. What could we include in marketing campaign? They'll have that class already, I think, right?
Newspapers, targeting.
Newspapers, targeting people,
You're letting the neighbors know.
Knocking on the door.
letting the neighbors know, farming in the area, knocking on doors. Who said knocking on doors? Hey, all right, okay. How many people here don't mind knocking on a door? I know, I'm a minority. I don't mind it. I kind of get a little sick adrenaline rush out of it. But anyway, no, I'll call on FISBOs. I don't mind. I don't care what the no call list says. I'll just knock on your door. Yes, ma'am.
Can I just add to that that I did let her go?
Okay.
And I did, within a few days after letting her go, I put my own house on Craigslist and sold it within 1 week myself.
Really?
Yes.
So
that's
FISBO,
that
you
was
sold
all
it
really-
FISBO.
I did.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it was unfortunate because I was really motivated to have her. Sell
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, so you were a little miffed. Okay. So she's on a customer service campaign right now because she remembers how it felt. Okay. That is the NAR's #1 complaint. Now buyers is kind of easy. I mean, they're in your car the next weekend, so you can update them and tell them, what should we be doing with our sellers? How should we be updating them? How should we be communicating with them during that listing process?
Could be a weekly checklist of what you've been doing to their houses. And what-
Weekly checklist of what? Of what you've been doing? And then what? Like emailing that to them, mailing it to them, calling them? What do you do?
Call.
Okay. Email it to them? Okay. All right. All right. Very good. So we really need to develop some sort of a system as to how we can update our sellers, because a lot of times we're doing stuff to market that property, but they don't know it unless we tell them, unless we say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, this is what I've been doing for you. So what Blaine Little does is I actually have a monthly form that I mail out. I'll go ahead and not necessarily pull a brand new CMA for you, but I will pull everything in their neighborhood if they're in a subdivision that has recently come on market since I talked to them last, what has gone pending the past month, and what has actually closed. And if I need to get a price reduction, it is so much easier to get the price reductions that I need once you communicate all of that information with them. All right? So that's the #1 complaint. So some things have a, and I do actually, I call them once a week as well.